Hey everyone, I am so lucky because today I have a special guest. This is Sender Zeyv. He is an author, and his latest book is called Rumspringa Kallah. I was so taken by it that I read all of his other books as well, which were just mind-blowing. So, Sender Zeyv, what inspired you to write this book? And tell everybody a little bit about what it's about.
Well, shall I tell them what inspired me first or what it's about first?
Whichever.
Okay. I had known about the Amish for many, many years. When my kids were small, we went to Amish country, to Dutch Wonderland, and to all the different sites in Lancaster County. So I knew about the Amish, and like everything else, I'm very interested in finding out more information about whatever I learn about. You know, whether it's boats, cars, or Torah, whatever subject I delve into, computers. I want to know a lot about these things. So I read up a little bit and studied a little bit about the Amish history and the Amish culture, and even the Amish religion, too. That's part of their culture. And so it was always in the back of my mind. Now, going back about 7 years ago, I was sitting in the house, and all of a sudden, the entire plot for a new book fell into my mind. Now,
Hit you?
What? Just like that,
Wow.
just like that, and like many of my books, they're based on halacha. There's fundamental halachas involved. Every man a slave is the laws of Avdus, and
Which was fascinating.
yeah, and Aleph Shin has many halachas about Yemos Mashiach and things like that.
That was one of my favorites, I have to say.
And 10 Lost has the different culture and lore about the lost tribes, of
Yes.
whether they're coming back or not coming back, what they do, where they are, and so forth. All these things are recorded in different books and in Medrashim and so forth that I've looked through over the years. So it came to my mind to write a story about a fellow who is a Hasidic guy who finds out, he's not getting a shidduch, and he finds out that he was adopted. And he does some further research into his background. He wants to know who his parents were, his natural parents. He knows that there must be a reason why he was adopted, because he is one of the oldest in the family, and the other children were all naturally born in the family. So he does some research, and he finds out that he's actually the niece of his adoptive mother, that her sister went off the derech. She was married to a Hasidic guy who didn't know anything about being a proper husband, and they didn't get along at all, and they split up, and he was supposed to give her a get, but he disappeared, never gave her a get, so she became an aguna. And in the meantime, she met a fellow who she presumed was not a Jewish fellow, and after time, she started giving up her Yiddishkeit slowly but surely. She was very upset with the Rabbanim, who didn't do anything for her, or she blamed them.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
They're not going to, if you tell the whole story, they're not going to read it.
Well,
it's riveting.
Nevertheless, in the end, the main protagonist of the book finds out the reason he's getting a shidduch is because he's adopted, and in Hasidic circles, adoption is half a tzara. They don't like that. They go after yichus. But then he finds out that he actually believes that he might be a mamzer, and as a result of that, he's a Talmud Chacham. So he knows the Mishnah Kedushin, that Yicholim Mamzerim Litoyer, and he figures that he is going to follow that. So the only thing is, he's got to find the right girl. He's got to find a girl who's not Jewish and who wants to convert to Judaism, but she will convert, instead of as a regular Gioris, as a Shifcha Kananis, and in that case, he's allowed to marry her. He's allowed to marry a Gioris as well, but the problem is the children will be Mamzerim, but by having a union with a Shifcha Kananis, the children will not be Mamzerim, and he'll be able to be Matayr his children by that method. And he finds out about the Amish, and he certainly wants a girl who's as close to being Hasidish, a girl who's modest and who is snua and who is balas chesed and has all the midos tovos. So he finds out that the Amish have those kind of midos. And so then he, that's as far as I'm going to go.
Good.
And the rest is the story about what happens to him in his quest to have a shidduch.
Unbelievable. It was such a great read. I could not put it down. It was that good. How long did it take you to do the research on it?
Well, the research was all done. The research was done before I even wrote it. My knowledge of Amish religion and culture and their lifestyle was pretty much complete. I did a few. I looked up a few things to find out information that would be necessary to put in the book. For example, so my protagonist, he wanted to learn about Amish culture. He was raised in Williamsburg. He knew nothing about it. Right. He didn't even know when he first came to Lancaster. He saw these people with beards, and he thought they were some sect of Chassidim. Okay, until he found out they were not Jewish. Even.
Like his Toronto cousins.
So then he decided he's going to study up on it, and so he found out about the Elizabethtown College, which is Elizabethtown's is a town in Lancaster County that has a college, and they have a very extensive department on Amish culture. Ooh. So he went into their library to look it up and to find out the information he'd need in order to put his plan into effect.
He was a very smart Hasidish guy. That was part of the book, that he was very, very bright himself. So, which helped him find out all this information. That you
so now that you know about the book, you asked what inspired me to write it. I had written 4 novels before this. They were mostly successful novels, and some very successful. And I had decided I'm not going to write any more novels. I'm writing a sefer. I have a sefer that I put out 20 years ago, and I'm writing a second edition of it. It's not quite out yet. It could be out soon.
What's it called?
Nachal Chaim al HaTorah. And the original edition was 200 pages, and the new edition is 550 pages.
And what's it about?
It's about Parshias and Perushim on the Parshias and on Medrashim and Yom Tovim and things like that. And it's Maimorim. It's 1 or 2 page Maimorim on each subject, and it's all Chidushim. I don't quote from it. In other words, it's not a likud. I'm not collecting an anthology of other people's Divrei Torah. It is all my own Chidushim. Some people like them, some people don't. But that's the way it is. But it's all Chiddush. It's all Chiddush, yeah.
Wow.
Based on proofs. I bring rayas from the Tanakh and Chazal and other Svarim and so forth. I bring rayas from just about everything that I'm a mechadish there. So I didn't want to really write another novel. But when this idea fell into my head, and if you read the book, you will find out what I mean and what Ali here means by, I just had to write it, and that was it.
And it's amazing. I do hope that you'll continue writing some novels too. I mean, I look forward to maybe learning your story. I don't really have any. I don't know if I'm on that level.
I don't have any in mind right now. I plan to write no subject matter on that.
Okay.
I'm still working on my Svarim. I'm working on nonfiction English books as well. I actually published one called Creation and Divine Providence, which is it's sort of like a modern day Mor Nevuchim, where it discusses spirituality and science, and it melds the two together. This book was it's 6 theses that I put together in this one volume. It's available on Amazon. And
cool. I'm gonna have to
my
get
good
that one.
dear friend Rabbi Yitzhak Breitowitz, he very much likes my ideas on these subjects as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, sure. You're welcome.
And go out and buy the book, guys, and read it. It's amazing. And then you're going to want to read Olive Shin, 10 Lost, Every Man a Slave, Gone West. So good.